What's going on, people, and welcome to Nerds of the Round Table, where we talk about Marvel, and more Marvel. Today, I am here with King Tut.
Yo, back again for another quick little update, because we all had our minds blown a little bit at the Super Bowl. And joining us today, we got Jimmy.
What's going on? It's your boy Jimmy, ready to talk Deadpool, and lots of crazy Easter eggs in this trailer.
That shit was spicy. It was I was gripping the back seat of chairs in the room as much as possible during the trailer.
They definitely did the quick, just bam, 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 Easter egg, Easter egg, Easter egg. Just couldn't have any waiting or rest time in between.
Before we get our thoughts out and in the open, I am Snalez, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Marvel, more Marvel, and or KNERDS of the Round Table to know what we do. Now, what was your initial reaction to this mind-blowing trailer?
For me, I don't think anybody's ready for what's about to go down in this movie. Like, they're not even in the slightest. The cameos we're about to see are about to blow the lids off this place to the point where you're going to have to rewatch it over and over again.
Right. Yeah, the same thing. Like, I was blown away. I was going in thinking it would be, a good trailer and stuff. But after seeing, what was it? The TVA just in the first scene, I was just like, oh wait, what the? This is going a different direction than I thought, in a good way.
Yep.
Oh, so good. I'd imagine that they'd have to explain the TVA to everybody, because not everybody's seen Loki too, so that would be probably explaining it in a funny way too. But bro, this trailer is awesome. I'm so pumped. I'm kind of happy that they didn't show Wolverine, even though we all know he's in it and we all know what he looks like.
And he's in the title, which is incredible.
Right.
That is great. There were some rumors coming out earlier, before it dropped, talking about Deadpool and Friends.
Yeah, the different IPs they bought. Deadpool 3. I saw Deadpool Wolverine. I was like, that sounds fire.
It.
Yeah,
that's it.
It sounds like it.
Why would it not be? Because it is Deadpool and Wolverine.
And then seeing them having fun with the title on their Instagrams, Hugh Jackman posting Wolverine and asshole.
Yeah, that was great.
Deadpool Wolverine.
So funny.
It's gonna be really good to see their on-screen chemistry too, because we haven't been able to see it yet. It's gonna be the first taste.
And this is the first time that the real Deadpool and the real Wolverine are gonna be on screen together.
Damn.
Instead of Weapon 11, let me sew your mouth shut with some tattoos. Wade Wilson. Yeah, that was weird. I funny enough though, I was watching something earlier today, and it was it was the people who made the design for that, and it made so much more sense after hearing it. They were saying, and I think I already knew this, but they were saying that it was a evolution that was gonna happen for Deadpool himself. Obviously because was it? It was in the theatrical release where we saw his eyes open, right? At the end? And him grab for his head?
And
or was that
in which one?
In X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
They were going to evolve the character into Deadpool later.
Right.
But what I was just saying was, were they going to, or in the theatrical release, did he grab his head? Or was that in a, I just can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen the movie.
Yeah, same.
Remember, he opens his eyes at the end, and he's grabbing for his head, and he's gonna put his head back on, but they never paid that off.
Nope, that did not come out in the theatrical release.
All right, well, that was behind the scenes then.
Yeah, because that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, it was his eyes open and his mouth wasn't sewn shut anymore. But anyways, yeah, I think it's gonna be cool to see them it's been a while since they've both been in a movie together too. But like, see them and their chemistry on screen is gonna be great.
Well, and I was just looking at that. The only movie they've ever been in together, and I'm pretty sure it was like a very brief scene, was Free Guy.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Like technically they were in Deadpool 2 together, but like barely. Like he was a cameo in the movie.
Yeah, it was just like a cut. It was just like it was the same scene.
Yeah.
They didn't even have Hugh Jackman there.
But besides X-Men Origins, yeah, Free Guy is the only movie they've ever worked in together.
It's crazy how they've been able to hype up, Deadpool and Wolverine, like the relationship, so well.
Yeah.
Like Jackman and Reynolds, like they're so good at that.
They're just like really positive dudes that spread really positive auras that make their characters seem really fun. They obviously look like they're having a good time
Killing
doing
people,
those, like,
cutting each other's heads off.
well, doing the promos. Like, I love the promo. I love that the promos are kind of like part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like how they also did the same thing with Civil War back. I think they should do that more. That's kind of funny. Like if their Instagram feeds filling up with promos of you goofing off as your characters.
Yeah, Vishal, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Just adds to the world.
Oh, he's still cutting.
All right. Oh, I'm cutting out?
He's just doing
What?
freeze frame.
Wait, you can't hear me? Hang on. You can't hear me?
Holy
the
shit.
Oh,
Hello.
Starting to.
Holy shit.
Now we can
What
hear you.
the fuck?
We're starting to hear a little
Are you
bit.
serious, bro?
Now we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Your whole shit was just...
Bro, my shit is froze.
Yeah.
I gotta figure that out. Anyways, I don't even know what we were talking about. But let's get to these characters. So, we got Deadpool, Vanessa, Wolverine, Colossus, Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, Yukio, Blindell, Dopinder, Shatterstar, Peter Buck, Paradox, Pyro, Patch, and Cassandra Nova showing up in this trailer. What do y'all think about that lineup of characters? Because that was a lot of people I just named.
Yeah, I liked all the other movie
Good.
characters, but I don't know who's like Blind Al.
Blindell's,
That's his roommate.
yeah.
Oh,
blind lady.
okay. I forgot her name. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Um,
were all there for his birthday.
I just
Yeah,
want
that was
to
It
great.
give
was nice.
the biggest shout outs of all time. And hopefully comes back just the same attitude. Clearly he's seen some shit. But you heard it before. Pyro is back. And
Yeah, I love that actor, and I loved his attitude in the X3.
oh my god.
X3.
And the fact that he came back for the same role, he's definitely seasoned in whatever the hell he's done.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And like
You look like
Aaron
you said
Stanford has just been quiet in just everything this whole time, and then just out of nowhere, like, oh yeah,
Like,
your boy's back.
By the way,
man, that just proves this. I feel like this proves that they truly, like all those rumors of them talking about how they reached out to everybody. I feel like they actually did reach out to everybody who's ever been in a Marvel movie, and all those people who said yes coming back.
wow.
Kelsey Grammer came back as Beast.
Yeah.
Aaron just
Professor
came back
X
as
can't
Pyro.
stop coming back.
Yeah, like Professor X just came back, got his shit snapped, and he's probably gonna come back again.
Yeah,
Actually,
probably.
he is back because, at the end of the Marvels, Beast mentioned the Professor. So he's still not gone.
Damn, I'm not ready for that. That's gonna be crazy.
Dude, it's gonna mind blow our
Oh
minds.
my God, this is gonna be so great. And this is what we've been waiting for. Also, I want to give a thumbs down to Madam Web. It has an early
It has
review,
a 16
16%
Holy
review rating right now.
shit.
on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
I hope that they tank the studio in all their Marvel equipment, and Marvel gives them a shit offer to buy it all off.
Yeah, I was gonna say sell it back to the
But then I hope Deadpool 3 at some point. Deadpool and Wolverine. I gotta stop saying Deadpool 3. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I'm hoping there's some type of scene, kind of like how at the end of the first Deadpool, where he went back and killed the Green Lantern script. I hope they kill off the whole Sonyverse in just one swoop. You know what I'm saying?
dude.
I don't need. We don't need Venom anymore. It's okay. We'll get a new one.
We'll redo Venom.
Yeah, we'll get a different symbiote. Fuck it.
Let's hit on some of these characters that people have no idea about. So like Shatterstar Peter, obviously at the end, Shatterstar Peter and Vanessa, all three got saved by Deadpool because of his time traveling shenanigans, which is why the TVA are here.
Thanks.
Anyways, besides that, we got Patch. We said Patch. Now Patch is a Wolverine variant from Madripoor when he's a bouncer. Is he a bouncer or is he a bodyguard? I don't know what he is, but he's wearing an eye. He's at a bar and he wears an eye patch, and they call him Patch because of that. And it's a Wolverine variant, and it's supposedly going to be played by Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter himself.
Woo! I like that.
We are hoping
Of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
would be the
I would
greatest
be down
Christmas
for that.
present of all time.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, and he don't even need to change his voice. Talk the same. I don't care.
For real.
Say
hit on
Avada
Paradox.
Kedavra while you stab somebody in the face, and we're good.
Straight up. Like, they should fight. All three of them should fight.
Yes. I need to hear 6 slink, 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 slink.
Just like
Make it all come out.
Wolverines and Deadpool's fighting in a scene. That'd be wild. We're gonna hit on Paradox and Cassandra Nova later because they're kind of important. But yeah, Trey, what you got right here? What you got?
So, we were just talking about the time traveling that Deadpool did at the end of the last one to save Vanessa, Shatterstar, and Peter. We can't forget who gave him the device to do that, though. Cable.
Right.
And, you know, they are reaching out to a lot of people. I would not be surprised if Josh Brolin comes back as Cable, now that Thanos is completely done in this universe. And they're obviously going to need to connect the dots at some point again, because he's already brought it up before.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Cable comes back into this TVA situation too. Maybe TVA brings him in also, because he was basically doing the same thing before that. But yeah, that's all I had on that.
That would be dope to see him. Yeah, who knows if Josh Brolin will come back as Cable. I hear heavy rumors he will be coming back as Thanos, though.
Gross.
And that's going to be crazy.
I don't like that rumor. We've seen Thanos die 1,000 times now. We don't need to see it again. He's weak. He's weak.
Obviously, he wasn't all that if he keeps dying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And like we were saying, Jimmy, in this other episode we had, I was kind of saying that we were talking about in What If, because we were talking about the same thing. We were like, dang, why does everybody keep why do the Infinity Stones no longer seem to matter, right?
Right.
Because everybody's using them in What If, and Thanos keeps dying in What If, and I was like, well, maybe since the MCU is the prime universe, we get the best of the best of the best, sir, in this universe by having every single version in this universe be at their peak level, you know? So
I see.
We had peak Thanos in our universe, and that's why he was so badass.
And he's so much better than all the other. Okay.
Yeah, in every other universe, it's just he's not that great. So that's our theory on that.
The MCU universe is all Nexus beings. Everyone is one. Or the major characters.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone's a little more important.
Everything branched off of that is just a lesser version of who that is.
We are the sacred timeline.
Exactly.
So, speaking of the TVA and the timeline, when we see Deadpool being brought into the TVA, he's talking to this smooth cat in a suit who my fellow Succession watchers, that is Tom himself, and one of the greatest characters in Succession. If you guys haven't watched that show, shout out Succession. Brings him up to, oh my god, it's such a good show.
I've heard, yeah.
Anyway,
I haven't watched that either.
brings him up to a giant monitors of screens, probably 20 plus screens, and we see some movie clips or memories or life moments, whatever you want to call them, from our perspective. And we can kind of pinpoint a few of them because, you know, this is the Nerds of the Round Table. We know what happens in the Marvel Universe, so we know scenes.
You know, sure.
So we can tell that one screen is portraying the Avengers movie, the first one. We know one is portraying Age of Ultron. We are like 95% certain one is portraying Winter Soldier. 100% certain this one's portraying Thor Ragnarok, and there's multiple screens showing that one, so that seems semi-important to some degree. And another one that could also be Winter Soldier, but also could be something else. I think it's something else. Snalez over here thinks it's the same thing, but agree to disagree. I gotta rewatch the movies because Captain America movies were not my favorite.
Yeah, there's so many dang screens I'm trying to look through right now. It's like you gotta go frame by frame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it happens quick. Some other locales that we saw. The Void and Madripoor, where Patch was. The Void also held a little secret in the last scene over on the far left side of the screen. We got Dr. Doom, aka God King Doom, on the front cover of a Secret Wars comic. And that only furthers the notion that is... Now, do you think maybe there's a bigger picture here in that the Void is going to represent where Secret Wars takes place? What do you think about that?
Oh, that's a good theory. I kind of like a. I've heard the idea online, just like that Doom might be like he might be getting built up in the Void or within like the quantum realm, but that'd be like different. And like this kind of gives it credence, like because we have the whole 20th Century Fox sign that was like in the Void, and like you can get Dr. Doom of one of those actors. I don't know how it would work, or maybe they just choose somebody new, and then maybe like you're saying, have Secret Wars start to happen in the Void instead.
Yeah, I mean,
he's definitely building power somewhere.
He's Doom. He's just, you gotta say that he's having.
He's chilling, waiting for his moment to strike. He's been planting seeds everywhere.
He's always trying to get that power. He'll never stop.
But now I have no idea who's gonna play him. I hope Cillian Murphy plays him, but that's wishful thinking from my part.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm looking at these screens again, and there's one on the bottom left. Looks like it could be Black Panther.
That'd be interesting.
Wait, I gotta open the. Is this stream stuff?
He's definitely wearing a giant gold chain, and I can't tell if that's T'Challa.
Oh, I heard a rumor that might be. What was it? Like Deadpool kills the presidents or something like that. I guess there's a comic out there where the dead presidents come back to life, and Deadpool kills them. Somebody said that might be that. But I could also see
How?
it'd be dope if it was like.
What? How did they get that from a black person being on the screen?
I have no idea, bro.
All right,
I
I'm
have
gonna let
no idea.
that part of the Marvel universe stay on that side. Wherever they from. Anyway, let's get to this TVA shit.
So in the TVA, we meet this fella named Paradox, right? Paradox showed up in one comic and died in one comic in the same comic, kind of like Arthur Harrow in Moon Knight. But like the MCU likes to do, they like to take characters that don't mean shit and make them mean shit because they are the shit. Maybe this dude will be the shit, and who knows? He could give a shit or not. But in the trial of She-Hulk in the comics, She-Hulk went back in time and told Hawkeye that he was going to die by the hands of Scarlet Witch. He was not supposed to do that, or she was not supposed to do that, so she was on trial. During the trial, he died. And also, our friend Ouroboros died as well, which is unfortunate. Paradox of this seems to be his guide, kind of like Owen Wilson was Loki's guide. And can I say real quick how much this seems like the beginning of Loki? Like, he's going through the same trials and tribulations. He's like seeing his lives play out on a screen and shit, and seeing the sacred timeline and being taken through what this is.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of their, I don't want to say their way of fixing it, but kind of their solution to coordinate people who didn't watch Loki and also make people forget the things that no longer matter in Loki because of certain situations. That I will not speak
I
on.
think that's, and I think they're trying to like pull people in to watch Loki so that they understand more because maybe they'll see the similarities.
Right. I need to go back
I
and
also
watch
see
season 1.
like in the background of one.
Yeah, there's
feel
probably
like
a lot
the
of references
mural
and Easter
of
eggs in that.
I feel like the whole
time
necro area is going to be really important. The motherfucker Bashan is playing Skip to My Lou with his voice settings.
I thought he froze there for a second. I wasn't sure. Yeah,
Oh, he's
Bashan, you're still
frozen.
frozen. We'll let you know if we can hear you, I guess.
What the fuck? What just happened? Damn, what?
There we go.
Oh, there's your voice.
What the hell just happened, bro?
Your internet is skipping,
All of
man.
a sudden it was like all of a sudden it was just like on a different, you were talking about something. I don't know. It was wild. Wait, what? Okay, so you were saying something about a lot's gonna take place in where?
That necro area in Loki, where Altrock or
Oh yeah, Eliath.
Thank you. I was gonna say
Alfox. And we all.
Fuck.
We'll flash up a screenshot right now of Eliath supposedly eating this TVA agent.
Yeah. I feel like Eliath and just the area where Eliath was domained, basically.
Right.
I feel like those are going to come into play a little bit. 'Cause it almost seems like kind of how when we see Deadpool and like in the preview photos, obviously with Wolverine and Deadpool when they're fighting in front of the giant 20th Century Fox sign on the ground. Like it almost seems like if it were in that same area, it would fit in because there's just things that are just thrown in there that don't fit.
Exactly.
Like the giant Sphinx statue.
It's like a mashup of things.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
so if that's
convoy.
in the same area, but like just in the daytime, I could see them fighting in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I think there's people like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like that a lot of that stuff we were seeing in the trailer is gonna happen in like just the first like section of the movie. Like he's gonna get caught by the TVA, brought there, and then get sent to the Necro Zone area and meet Wolverine. And so like that's like
which
big
I'm 100%
chunk.
okay with.
Yeah, and like that's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty quick. I don't think they showed us that much of like the rest of the plot.
I hope not.
Right, exactly.
I think they probably showed like one scene for half a second.
Right, like some action
like
shots
maybe
or
that
something.
Patch Wolverine is later in the movie, or Cassandra Nova reveal is later in the movie. You know what I mean? But like all those.
Honestly,
scenes
I
we
hope he
saw
sends
there,
him straight to Patch,
that would be lit.
and then
I feel
Patch gets killed,
I
meeting
hope that
Wolverine.
Wolverine's
Like
stuck
here.
in the void, though.
Oh my god. There's so many possibilities. There's too much.
I don't know
If
who
Wolverine's in
Cassandra
the void,
Nova
that'd be
is.
sick.
Say what?
I don't know who
You both-
Cassandra Nova is.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of Cassandra Nova is what is known. Okay, so Cassandra Nova is Professor X's twin, but not really.
All right,
Doesn't
all
make
right.
any kind of
Oh,
sense.
this chick.
His
that's
mind
right.
twins.
Yeah. So the Shi'ar Empire, who have not been introduced yet in Marvel Comics, but if you watch the X-Men TV show, they are in that TV show, and one of the main characters from that is Lilandra, and another main character from that is Gladiator. They were in that TV show. Watch that TV show. Shi'ar call her kind a Mummendry, which is a spirit that is equal and the opposite of a person. Equal to and the opposite of a person.
Okay. The yin and
Usually
yang.
they don't manifest, right? But Professor X is so fucking powerful that his Mummendry took on a physical form in the womb, which he then attempted to kill, but then she was born, but born as a stillborn. A cluster of her cells like went into the sewer and like stayed there for 10 years, and then apparently like formed into an actual body, which she then used to go take revenge on him and kill like most of his X-Men and like all types of crazy stuff.
That is the craziest plot I've ever. That's cool though. Like holy shit.
Cassandra Nova is nuts, and it's it's
And
so
she's probably
goofy.
dangerous as hell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
killed a lot of X-Men team members, man.
Also, going back to this trailer real quick, I'm scavenging through as we're talking. I believe that we are right about him being in the void, because I'm looking at the scene where he's fighting in front of this 20th Century Fox sign, and I'm noticing two things. There's a crashed plane there also, which falls in line to what we were just saying about there being random shit thrown everywhere.
Right.
And if you notice, the clouds above him are dark green.
Yeah, it's got like the void vibe.
The right
The
color.
100% the void vibe. So I think we're on point with that. And then we see homie snatched up right there. Yeah. And a lot of these stills that I'm going through also are definitely in areas that have been in the Marvel universe before. Like him fighting in the forest seems like
Age of Ultron. 100%.
yeah, 100% Age of Ultron opening scene. Like it's like the same setup is even there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think we're spot on with the locations that are on the screen in that one scene are where he's going to. Because why else would he need to see him if
Exactly.
he's not got to travel to those locations for some sort of specific reason? Maybe Cassandra Nova's like transcended the multiversal barriers and is like going through and trying to find. Supposedly, there's a rumor, right, that Cassandra Nova is the brother. This version is the brother of Professor X in 838 that Scarlet Witch killed. Supposedly, Scarlet Witch is going to be in this movie, and they're going to go eventually to a world where Magneto's in power and Scarlet Witch is on the side of him,
Gang.
and they're all running the world as the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
I'm with that. I'm hoping that we got Sir Ian McKellen as that OG Magneto there too. That would be
It'd be a great way to
Chef's kiss.
reintroduce him too before Secret Wars actually comes out.
Magneto Prime.
Because we already know that he's going to be in Secret Wars, so why not like put another Magneto in there somewhere before we see Magneto again to refamiliarize ourselves with Ian McKellen Magneto. That'd be lit.
and I
I want
think
to see him again so bad.
and I think everybody's dream on screen pair at this point is Sarah Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender side by side, destroying everything.
Back to back. Oh my god, yeah, we have the same idea.
Like y'all said at the same time. Exactly my point. That's what everybody wants to see.
They're like, 50 feet in the air doing some crazy shit.
It would be the most incredible on-screen
using
moment
their
in
electromagnetic powers to like repel shit. Like people are throwing shit at them, and there's just like a barrier. Like, oh my god, I could see so much happening in that scene if they. Oh,
so much.
They gotta up the ante with these powers. They gotta show some like anime style OP ass powers with some of these X-Men members, man.
I have 100% faith for 2 reasons. Well, 3 reasons. 1, it's rated R.
Yes.
2, I seen Pyro with the goggles on, or with the goggles hanging from his neck. That to me means a mega level 5 Pyro.
Just Pyro that's honed his powers to the utmost.
He can control the fire inside your body, basically.
Oh my god!
If you smoke a cigarette, you're dead.
Oh my god! Can we just talk about how smooth Deadpool reloaded those guns?
They paid extra for that scene.
And all practical makeup.
Oh my gosh,
shit.
that was nuts.
No CGI.
But just like that level of action, but like. Because now we got him in the MCU. We didn't really see that. I don't know. It was different. So, like, I can only imagine what they're going to do with, like, I hope they do something cool with, like, Pyro and he's not just killed off. You know what I mean? Those throwaway characters that they like to throw in there, man.
Don't take the best person like, you're going to bring.
They're fodder, man.
That's the scary part about these, like collab movies,
There's a lot of collateral damage on these people.
There's so much collateral damage. Like
especially the way Deadpool plays. Yes, bro, exactly.
Bro, Deadpool 2, we were so high. It was like, oh, we're getting the X-Force? Like, we're going to see these people go crazy. And everybody died. It was like, oh, okay.
Everybody died. And then we see the glimpse of Invisible Man as Brad Pitt, and we're just like, all right.
Actually do something.
Cool. Yeah, that was a huge waste and made everybody mad. Still a good movie, but that alone made that worse than the first one.
I mean, and then we got Multiverse of Madness, right?
Yep.
Get a few characters back, and then you just kill them off quick.
Took the greatest fan casting ever with John Krasinski and just gave him 15 minutes of fame.
Crazy. What are your final thoughts on this? How pumped are you for this?
Man, I'll go first because Trey's probably gonna have more to say, but I'm so hyped up for this. Like, you guys know I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm on the edges of the knowledge. So seeing some of this crazy lore kind of get popping up and really starting to show itself in the MCU is starting to be really cool. It's making me really want to read more of the comics and stuff. So I'm super duper excited.
Nice. That's fucking sweet. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so pumped. I just hope that like they go all out to. They need to loosen up. You know what I mean? And I hope they loosen up in this movie. Because it's just like it's kind of chaotic in the world right now, and I'm hoping that this will like be a reset button, and then we'll go into like the next few things just like on a high and stay at a high for a while. And I hope that this is the beginning, and I hope that they realize that we did some experimental things here. They liked it. Let's do some more experimental things. Like it can all only elevate the story. And they need to commit to elevating these characters to another level. And I think they're going to do that here. And I think it's going to be lit. And we're going to see it full throttle. And it's going to be crazy. And we're going to be in for a treat. What do you think, King Tut?
I think This movie is going to save the opinion of a lot of people, no matter whether you're a comic book fan, movie fan, or not a Marvel fan at all, even. Because there's lots of hate that comes from other directors and actors and stuff that talk like, oh, all the Marvel movies are the same, yada yada yada. This is not about the movies being the same. This is about being authentic to the fans of these characters that we have followed for decades upon decades upon decades. And I think this movie is going to do more justice to the characters that are going to be in the movies and shows coming forward, and justice to all the characters that we've had in the past, more than anything that we've had.
Damn, that was eloquent.
Thank you.
King
Yeah,
Tut
man.
with the words of
It's
wisdom.
off the top.
Yeah, I like what you said about the transition from the like giving our mega stars
Exactly.
their send off again. Obviously, they had Endgame
Exactly.
and stuff, but
Yeah.
got to transition into those new stars, and so I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
It's honestly it's gonna be, like you said, it's gonna be like really cool to see them. And obviously some of these people will be back, but it's just gonna be really cool to see them do these characters right and do them justice and redeem those actors that played those characters, because some of those actors, you know, like really wanted to be those heroes, man, and they just kind of like half-assed it at Fox, and like now they're gonna have their time to like, they're gonna have like that Kevin Feige spice, you know.
Yeah. And everybody that's like like Sony and Fox and Paramount and whoever else owns rights to Marvel characters that are not doing it right, they're going to get a reality check from this movie. Because they're either going to cut them out the universe and forget them forever, or they're going to say, work with us and let's play ball. Because we can do whatever we want now.
Straight up. And on that note, you have been listening to Nerds of the Round Table. Let us know what you think of this trailer and who you think will be the greatest in this movie. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
It's going to be Pyro.
You have been listening to Nerds of the Round Table. Peace
Nerds out.
Peace, love, and chingers.
Nerds out. Gotta say it like Optimus Prime. Nerds out.